Cool FM Live, here we are at the Sierra Vista Police Department with the Public Information Officer for the Sierra Vista Police Department, and that is Scott Borgstadt. Scott, you're with us today because there's been some scams going out, and you've been putting it out on social media, trying to get the word around because it's kind of been increasing lately, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been increasing lately. These things are kind of cyclical. We'll see a drop in the reports, and then, like right now, there's a spike. We've had several of them, and different types of scams out there too. These scammers will try almost anything to try and get money out of you, and there's some important things that people need to think about when it comes to listening to these people tell their scams and things that they can do to avoid getting scammed. Just recently, and I have to refer to my notes because we've had several of them. Just in the past couple of days, someone called in and called this person and said and identified themselves as Chris Heiser, who of course is our chief of police. And this individual said that this person's name was part of a Homeland Security breach, and they requested money be sent via gift cards so they could take care of it. Now, it's not uncommon for these scammers to research local law enforcement and come up with a name that might be recognizable. Cochise County Sheriff's Office has had that done. We've had it done. The important thing on this is, do your research before you do anything with these folks. Call the police and ask about it. Just because your name shows up on a list doesn't mean it's going to cost you money to get it off a list, if that would have happened. But total scam as far as that goes. We had another scam within the past couple of weeks where this person told this nice woman that she missed grand jury and she needed to send $16,000 through a Coinstar machine. So this lady went and withdrew $16,000, put it into a Coinstar machine, and sent it to this account that is gone. We have no idea where this account was or where it originated. Could have been overseas, but that money is absolutely gone. Once it gets out like that, there is no recovery to it.
So she has no recourse right now?
None whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
None whatsoever. And again, law enforcement isn't going to tell you to pay money if you missed grand jury or you have a warrant out for your arrest. If you have that concern, call the PD. Come down and see us. We'll check to see if you have a warrant. If you do, we'll take care of it. If not, we'll tell you, no, what you're getting is a scam. It is a scam. Check into it. We had another one where this gentleman received an email from an individual stating that he needed to send $1,950 specifically through Bitcoin, or they were going to send his internet search history to all of his contacts. Now, this individual realized it was a scam. There was nothing personal in the email that would have identified him or targeted him specifically, so he knew it was a scam and did not do anything, which was great. We also had one, unfortunately, this person lost some money. The scammer called in and said they were from Publishers Clearinghouse, that this woman won $1 million in a car and that it was going to be delivered in a few days, but she needed to send $1,400 in processing fees for them to move forward. Now, Publishers Clearinghouse does not require processing fees. They definitely don't want you to, or would not ask for it to be sent as far as gift cards, which this person did. So this woman went down, $1,400 in gift cards, gave the numbers on the back of that gift card to that scammer. That money's gone. There's no tracing that whatsoever. It's completely gone. Again, a simple thing of making a couple of phone calls, checking into things before you actually act on it. Unfortunately, these scammers are savvy, and they actually will try to convince you not to check into things, that this is private. You don't want to get this information out because then you'll have other people coming after your money or whatever. But still, check into it. We've had some in not the recent past, but in the past, where you'll get a phone call and say, "Hey, Todd, your kids in Mexico, they've been arrested, and you send them money." Again, check into that. Call that person.
Actually, a similar thing happened to my mom similar to something like that, and she was scammed.
Yeah.
This was a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're very good at this. And they will use social media to do the research so they know a little bit. They'll be able to call you by name maybe to make it sound legitimate. Now, just before you got here, we had a call pop up on our screen for another fraud. And in this particular one, the person's calling, claiming to be with the FOP, which is the Fraternal Order of Police, out of Phoenix, asking for a donation or money. Now, FOP out of Phoenix cannot solicit in this area. That belongs to the local FOP. And I can tell you for a fact, because I'm a member, the local FOP does not hire anyone and does not solicit for money over the phone. So if you get a phone call like that, 99% of the time, it's going to be a scam. The simple thing is, on these, just check into it a little bit. Write some information down, make a few phone calls to law enforcement, to a family member, someone you trust, bounce it off somebody. More than likely, it's going to be a scam.
All right. Well, thanks for this update. Some good information here, Scott, that hopefully will be very helpful to people. Bottom line is, just if someone's asking for money, like you say, just be extra careful. Take some time, think it through, call somebody, and just don't hand anything over the phone or give your credit card number or anything over the phone if you don't have to.
Absolutely correct.
All right. Thank you so much, Scott. Do appreciate it.
Thank you.
You bet.